Okay, so we are now officially in 2024. So, firstly, Happy New Year, of course, to you all. Now, what I thought we'd do today is then run through the top 10 most valuable Pokemon cards of 2023. So, let's jump into it. Okay, we are going to run through the top 10 most valuable cards. I just want to give you a little bit of an overview of the list quickly before we jump into it, and some sort of like caveats. That's the word. So firstly, this is only English cards. I haven't included Japanese. However, I could do a Japanese set for you as well if you guys like. I also have only included cards that were released within sets. So I haven't done like promo cards and stuff like that. It's purely set-based cards that came out during the year of 2023. Also, it's not based on the price of when they release. It's based on the price of where they are right now. So I literally checked prices 30 minutes before I did this video. Right, that's all that out of the way. Let's jump into it with number 10. And in 10th place, we have the Blastoise EX from 151. Absolutely gorgeous card. 151 is probably the best set, I'd say, of Scarlet and Violet era so far. I'm not really knowing what Paldean Fates is coming. That could potentially be there. But I feel like the Nostalgia 151, I still love it a set. But anyway, coming in around £45. In 9th place, we actually have a Sword and Shield era card here from Crown Zenith, the Mewtwo V-Star. This was a huge card actually on release. I think it was what, like 80, 90 quid for a little while actually after release. But it's coming in around £48 now. In 8th place, we have Iron Valiant. And actually, this card seems to be doing quite well. And actually, Paradox Rift as a whole seems to be probably the second most popular in regards to value set. And I think a lot of that down to playability as well, because it's a kind of new variation of cards and people seem to really like using them to play. I know Roaring Moon deck and stuff is like really popular. It looks really fun to play actually, to be honest. I plan on building one online at some point. But anyway, Iron Valiant coming in around the £50 mark. In 7th place, we have another older Sword and Shield card, the Arceus V-Star Gold card. Yeah, the gold cards from Crown Zenith were the top cards in that set pretty much. The Arceus was a big one, coming in at £55. Now, before I go any further in this list, I have a question. Do you have any plans for February 4th later this year, or in like a month's time? Well, if you don't, then make sure you look at coming to my very first TCG and collectibles event that I'm putting on with a couple of my friends called Collector Clash. It's going to be hosted at the Brighton Football Stadium, the Amex, on February 4th, and it's going to be awesome. We've got like, it's a kind of amalgamation of like a card show, a con, and also like a live show event. So we're going to have a really big aspect of it being the live like main stage, which is hosted by Whatnot, where we're going to have people pack battling on there. We're going to have hourly giveaways of Voltex products as well as Pokemon and other different products there as well. We're going to have special takeover sections with giant group pack battles. Yeah, everyone that comes to the show gets free Pokemon booster packs. We're going to have Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sports. We're going to have comics. We've got the amazing Dave's Comics from Brighton there. We've got sneakers. We've got sports memorabilia. We've got crochet stuff and tons of other anime stuff as well there. And we're really hoping to put on an amazing event that you guys can come along and enjoy and like spend the day there, not just be there necessarily to buy cards, but also enjoy everything else going on, including a giant Scalextric track. That's right, a Scalextric slot cards, whatever you might know as. Yes, we're putting on a big live area where you can go and race cards, and the person at the end of the day with the fastest time will win some prizes. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I really think it will go well. It's the first one and we only hope to grow it from there. I really hope you guys can come and get involved, and if you want to come along, there's family tickets, VIP tickets, and general admission tickets. You can actually use code Mattculli to get 10% off your tickets to the show, guys. So yeah, the links to it all are in the description down below, and I really hope you can come along February 4th, Collector Clash, the first edition show at Brighton, the Amex Stadium. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I hope to see you there, guys. Links down below. In 6th place, well, it's the card I love, guys. It's the Charizard EX SIR from Obsidian Flames. A gorgeous card. Percy really liked this. It was a bit Marmite, though. I know some people really didn't. I love it, but maybe I'm biased. I'm a Charizard fanboy after all. But anyway, this card is still going for around £58. In 5th place, we have the one and only Magikarp. Yeah, this is another gorgeous card with that Gyarados hidden in the background, which I think is a lovely touch. I very much like this card. I planned on keeping it in my collection, but actually I decided to sell it in the end because I am really trying to focus on my Charizards during the course of 2024. I want the shining Charizard, that's for sure, from Neo era. So, and that's a big block card. But anyway, so I did sell my Magikarp for about £60. In 4th place, we have another Sword and Shield era card. Bearing in mind this set came out in January. It's the Giratina V-Star Gold card, the most valuable set in Crown Zenith, coming in at around £70. And do you know what? It is a stunning card. Now, before we jump into the top 3, I actually want to run through a couple of cards that didn't make the list because they're actually not within sets, and I think there's some things to point out here that are quite interesting. For example, the classic collection, you know, the trading card classic box, whatever it was, that £400 beast of a product. Well, it came with obviously reprints of cards, and like the Charizard has about £100 value, the Blastoise is about 85, you got the Venusaur in there at 55, and the Pikachu around 35. So there's some value in those cards, and obviously there's 3 of those cards here would have made this list as well, which is quite mad. Then you've got like the Squirtle Pokemon Center promo, obviously very popular, coming in around £80. And then the Charmander and the Bulbasaur, they were promos as well that kind of went with it. One was Best Buy, the other one was GameStop. They were £30 and £20 respectively. So there's a couple of cards that didn't make the list, but maybe would have just about, well, nearly, well, maybe not the Charmander and the Bulbasaur, but the rest of them would have squeaked into this list. I thought it was interesting to point these cards out. Right, in 3rd place, it is the Ionu. Yes, the Ionu SIR. Do you know what? This is like the only trainer card that has held value. All of the other English trainer cards have tanks. They are so cheap. I actually have a video coming where I'm going to be talking about the flops of 2023. And funny enough, a lot of those types of cards are going to be in that list. But look, this card has actually held some serious value to it, around £85. In 2nd place, Roaring Moon EX. Probably harks back a lot to the playability that I mentioned earlier, but it also is a really cool card. Salamence is popular. The new style to the looking with the Roaring Moon style, the ancient style that it has, of course, looking really, really cool. It is a gorgeous card. I managed to pull it for a couple of people on some Whatnot streams, and I'm a bit jealous. I do like it. It's not Charizard, so I can't hold it if I get it. I'm trying to be very strong. It's like a New Year's resolution for me. Only collect Charizards. But yes, the Roaring Moon is around £90 for that card. And the most valuable, and in number 1, the most valuable card of 2023, it's a Charizard. Of course it is the Charizard EX from 151. 151 is a set that actually did bring a few people back to Pokemon with the nostalgia factor. And because of that, look, no matter what, base set, you know, like your original 151 and maybe even Gen 2 and 3, they're always going to have popularity and value because that is where so many people are into Pokemon. So that's where like the nostalgia comes from it. And it shows it. Charizards are always right up there. Pikachus are up there, etc. Stuff like that if they do big cards. And this is one of them that is definitely up there. The Charizard EX from 151, around about £115. So there we go. That is the list of the top 50. So there we go, guys. That's the list of the top 10 most valuable cards from 2023. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. And also, answer this question for me. If Pokemon decided to just constantly reprint variations of like the 1st gen or Gen 2 of Pokemon in sets, and they did like 2 or 3 a year, do you think it would reduce the popularity in Pokemon, or do you think people would be more into it having the older stuff? Or do you think the variety is better? What's your thoughts? I feel like if they did a few more reprints and variations on stuff, I actually think as a hobby and maybe more on the investing side of things, I guess I'm leaning to here, I think it would help with some popularity. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I very much hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Do make sure to comment down below, give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe here to the channel if you like this sort of content. I think it's over here somewhere. Stay safe, guys, and have a great 2024. Peace!